It's going to be fodder for everything.
Every show now, every show.
Now I'll be getting the text.
You know it, it's coming. So there are still a few things, but there are two megastar pieces that everybody's going to want to get their hands on. Next up is our Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye holds such a dear place, I think, in so many of our hearts because of that amazing, look, you see this incredible cat's eye effect that you get. This isn't TV magic, it really is the way it looks. This is big and bold, and Tiger's Eye has also seen price increases, an elevation increase in price over the past couple of years. What we've seen over the past 12 months is a simple strand of Tiger's Eye that sells really well at $169, $179. This piece, Jay brought in as a mega showstopper at $160, and it blew the doors off the building. Nobody had ever seen Tiger's Eye of this magnitude at that price. Look, you can see why it's so beloved. Well, let's reveal the lowest price ever seen on Home Shopping Network for a Tiger's Eye piece of this. Not only status, but obviously...
I'm curious.
Jay, we're $89.99. Okay. We are under $90. Remember, this isn't just for a simple strand. It's a megastar piece. How many do I have to go around now, Jay? Jay, I'm asking you. What am I asking?
I have no idea. Jay? I didn't even know what the price was going to be. Okay, I have to tell you, I'm the first to go, last to know.
Our producer is called Jared, and Jay is obviously Jay. They're both thinking with Jay. We're about to fall under 400. A few of these were pre-sold. Obviously, a lot of you are finding it online. Jay, the attraction of the colors, those earth tones, the neutrality of it, they are gorgeous. And look at the size.
Do you know what I love? Okay, well, just Tiger's Eye in general in itself is very unique in the fact that it has the natural property of chatoyancy. So the chatoyancy, that's why they call it Tiger's Eye, right? Because if you've ever seen cat's eyes in the dark, right, glow in the dark, if you haven't, come to my house at night, we'll turn off the pool lights, and when if you look around, you'll see all kinds of things looking at you. You just never know what it is. Well, it's that same property. That's why they call it, it's called chatoyancy.
Yes.
And what it is, it's created by, in this case, it's created by asbestos crystals that naturally form inside of the host rock and the mother material. Tiger's Eye and I go way, way back. I mean, there was a time this comes from Namibia. Do you know that I'm buying this? Now, I'm talking early 70s.
Right.
Is when I got introduced to Tiger's Eye, right?
It's going quickly.
In Namibia. And I'm dealing with the same people. Okay,
Is that crazy?
Yeah, and I mean, even how they mine this and harvest this. But there was a time, and I know you've heard this story if you shopped with us, there was a time where you couldn't bring this material out in the raw material. You had to bring it out in a finished product. So we used to go and buy the most god-awful pieces, anything. I didn't really care. I was just looking for quality and size, right? People used to come into our shop, and we would be cutting up giant Buddhas.
Oh my
Or we'd be cutting up giraffes, elephants, beautiful statues. I mean, just amazing stuff. And so after a while, we couldn't get those, we weren't able to buy them. So we went and started making ashtrays out of this huge, and I would have an ashtray that weighed 80 pounds, right? An 80-pound ashtray. But because it was finished, they really couldn't say anything. I mean, there was nothing they could say about it, and we'd bring it in. But we didn't ever cut this up for beads. It was all to cabochons. I love this material. Look at the design. Look at the quality of the material, but look at the design. And think about what it took to do that. Yeah. Look at the design. It's fresh, it's unique, it's very, very different. And here again, these are created and designed by us for the MindFind show. There's nobody else where you can go actually buy this. These are only here on the MindFind show. But when you see prices like this, as the manufacturer, I'm just telling you guys, it's not reality. There's no way that I could ever make this and even come close to selling it for that price. Not even close.
So we are 60 seconds or sell out, excuse me, with everybody on the phone line, around 200 now left. When those orders are placed, around 100 will be remaining. Still to come, next up, we're gonna do that amazing violet stone, and then we're gonna end Jay's big primetime or 1 hour special, I should call it, in an amazing way. It's gonna be spiny oyster at a crazy price. I'm so thrilled that we get to end with such a big finale piece. I want you to get the tiger's eye home. The piece Victoria has on is different to the piece I have. Each one is beautiful. Sometimes with the variation in stones, some people may say, oh, I don't like that one, but I like that. Universally, every piece of tiger's eye is as majestic and as special and as magical as the other. Okay, right, we've got a lot to do, Jay. 10 minutes left. We have to stop here, a quick pit stop before our grand finale, the orange spiny oyster. This, when you see it, I mean, behold, this is our violet stone.